Hi class, this is William Anderson again, and I wanted to make a short video talking about citing sources within your speech. Now we're all familiar with the rules regarding academic honesty and plagiarism, so we know that in terms of academic honesty, whenever you use somebody else's work, it's important that you give them credit. What I want to talk about is the great value of including sources within your speech. Now, sometimes people seem to believe that if I can show that all of these ideas came from me, it'll make me appear to be smarter. But in actuality, when you cite a source, you're saying not only am I making this claim and not only am I giving you good sound reasoning, but also here is expert testimony to reinforce that. Here are studies that have been done that empirically demonstrate this. So we should consider sources to be a great strength added to your speech. But how do you cite the source in a speech? Because plagiarism in spoken word is every bit as serious as plagiarism in written word. So when you're giving your speech, you want to reference the source within the text of the speech itself. Never simply say something like, the information from my speech came from the following sources, and then provide a list of sources. Never have a visual aid that simply lists your sources and say, here's where I got my information. Instead, your audience deserves to know where each specific piece of information came from. So for example, if I were giving a speech about a president, and I said, the information for this speech came from the American Economics Association, the American Psychological Association, the National Science Foundation, and the political party of the opposing side. You really have a right to know which pieces of information came from these professional research associations and which one came from a purely political organization that has no requirement for peer review. So, when you're citing a source in your speech, literally within your speech, say something like, according to The Economist magazine of June 25th, 2017, and then give the information. Okay? Or psychology professor Mary Henning stated that, and then give the information. By providing the source linked to the piece of information, it's similar to putting a footnote or an endnote in a paper. It allows the audience the fair opportunity to evaluate the source of the information as they're listening to the information. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you.